Welcome to 5-Minute Bedtime Stories, brought to you by TaleBot, your child's AI storyteller. Want to create a bedtime story for your child? Visit talebotai.com/create. Now, let's sit back and enjoy the story.
Artemis's Whiskers and the Wonders of the World. A special bedtime story for Artemis. Once upon a time, in a cozy little house nestled at the edge of a big, bustling city, lived a little girl named Artemis. Artemis was a curious and imaginative 5-year-old with a heart full of love for all the creatures in the world. Artemis had a special gift. She could see things in a different way than others. Everything around her seemed to come alive with magic and wonder. And her favorite companion on her adventures was her beloved pet cat, Whiskers. Whiskers was a beautiful orange tabby with bright green eyes and a fluffy tail. He loved nothing more than to explore the world with Artemis by his side. Together, they would venture into the park, the woods, and even the busy streets of the city. One sunny morning, Artemis and Whiskers set out on their daily exploration. As they strolled through the city, Artemis noticed how different people saw Whiskers in different ways. Some saw him as a small and playful kitten, while others saw him as a big and majestic lion. It fascinated Artemis how perspective could shape what people saw. But there was something else that caught Artemis's attention. She noticed that Whiskers saw the world in a unique way too. He saw birds soaring through the sky, flowers blooming in vibrant colors, and even tiny ants scurrying across the ground. Everything was a wonder to Whiskers, just as it was to Artemis. As they continued their adventure, something extraordinary happened. Artemis and Whiskers stumbled upon a magical book. It was filled with stories of far-off lands, talking animals, and hidden treasures. Artemis's eyes sparkled with excitement as she opened the book and began to read. With every page turned, Artemis and Whiskers were whisked away to a new world. They found themselves soaring through the sky with a flock of birds, diving deep into the ocean with playful dolphins, and even exploring ancient ruins with a mischievous monkey. Each adventure brought Artemis and Whiskers closer together, and they realized that their bond was unlike anything they had ever experienced before. They were not just a little girl and her pet cat, they were an unstoppable team, ready to take on any challenge that came their way. But their biggest adventure was yet to come. One night, as Artemis laid in bed with Whiskers curled up beside her, she dreamed of a magical tree. This tree was said to grant wishes to those who truly believed. With a twinkle in her eye, Artemis knew that she had to find this tree and make her deepest wish. The next morning, Artemis and Whiskers set out on their grandest adventure yet. They journeyed through enchanted forests, crossed treacherous rivers, and climbed towering mountains. Along the way, they encountered friendly animals that guided them on their path. Finally, after days of searching, they arrived at the magical tree. Artemis closed her eyes, held Whiskers' paw, and made her wish with all her heart. She wished for love, friendship, and a world filled with wonder and joy. In that moment, something incredible happened. The tree began to shimmer and glow, and the whole world seemed to come alive. Artemis and Whiskers looked around in amazement as they realized that their wish had come true. The world was more magical and beautiful than ever before. With their hearts full of happiness, Artemis and Whiskers returned home. They knew that no matter where their adventures took them, they would always cherish the love and wonder they shared. And so, every night as Artemis drifted off to sleep, she would dream of the next adventure she and Whiskers would embark upon. And with Whiskers by her side, she knew that anything was possible. The end.
Thank you for joining us on this enchanting journey. If you enjoyed tonight's story, remember, the magic doesn't have to end here. Craft your own adventure with TaleBot by visiting talebotai.com/create. And as a special treat, use the coupon code TALE99 at checkout to get your bedtime story for just 99 cents, instead of the usual $2.99. Sweet dreams, and until our next tale.